PureVitaLifestyle.com. How are you today? My friend Rich German is launching his newest book, How to Monetize Your Passion. His company is called True Wealth Experience. And here's an example of a cool guy who has taken his own passion for coaching and helping other people and turned it into a business. And so he is extremely happy, extremely successful in what he does. And now he's taken the last couple of years to put into words, put into writing, a book on how to do exactly what he's accomplished in order to help other people. So how cool is that? The neatest thing, I think, about his whole project right now is not only has he tapped into his first passion, which is how to help other people through coaching, the second passion is how to help homeless children. And he's not only tapped into both of his passions, he's also tapped into his generosity. He's actually giving away his book. And to date, I just realized he noted on his Rich German TV, he's given away over 17,000 books for free, just in a short few days. How crazy is that? So what's really exciting about that is that he's tapping into other people's passion and their generosity because he's hitting a nerve with them, and they're anxious to give back and contribute as well. So that is very, very cool. He mentioned, I believe, he's raised over $19,000 to date, and it's like I said, it's only been a few days that have passed by since he started the promotion of his book. So the reason I wanted to speak to you about this today is with PureVitaLifestyle.com. You know, my own passion has always been personal development, self-improvement since a very young age. And as we all know, there are so many resources and so many amazing, brilliant speakers and mentors that are available to us nowadays. You know, through the internet, through conferences, through books, audio, CDs. There's all sorts of mentorship programs. There's all sorts of coaching programs. I mean, you know, the wealth of information is actually quite staggering. And we're in the process of this, you know, new consciousness rising that I truly believe is going on around the planet right now. And it's readily available to all of us who really want to tap into that part of our lives that isn't quite as full as it could be. And all sorts of information and resources and teachings about the law of attraction, you know, which in a nutshell is basically what you put out, you know, is what you get back. And, you know, that all applies to our own personal sense of self-confidence, our personal sense of self-esteem, which really is the basis of everything. It is the foundation before we can even expand into other parts of our life. So if, you know, we want to do what Rich is doing and really, you know, step into what our passion is and really look to live to be the fullest of who we are, you know, first of all, we have to get in touch with what we think about ourselves and how we feel about ourselves and what our belief systems are about ourselves. You know, and it's probably something that most people don't do. It's probably something that most people don't take the time to kind of stop for a minute. You know, it might sound a little bit self-serving or egotistical or, you know, whatever word kind of pops into your head when I mention that. But, you know, really at the basis of everything, if we don't love ourselves, if we don't give ourselves permission to recognize, you know, the uniqueness of who we are and how special we are and how blessed we are that we have, you know, this opportunity in this lifetime, you know, to go into the world and to help other people and help raise other people up to their greater level of expansionness and consciousness. I mean, you know, how will we ever get connected to that? You know, there's a saying that, you know, we can only give what we have inside of ourselves. So if inside of ourselves all we have, you know, is low self-esteem, is anxiousness, self-doubt, anger, self-loathing, you know, depression, anxiety, you know, just fear and so many levels. If we come from a place of thinking that we don't have much of anything in the world, if we come from a place of thinking that we don't have much to contribute to the world, I mean, that is all that we have to give to another person. But you know, if you took a few minutes, if you took some time to really look into who you are, and if you could look at the blessings you have in your life, if you could really take the time to develop and recognize the power of loving yourself first and foremost, then it's from that place in your heart that you have the ability to give to other people and help them, like you say, rise up into their full expansion of who they are. And from there, then you'd have an opportunity to do what Rich is doing. If you could really come from a place of being really confident in liking yourself, not only just loving yourself, but liking yourself. If you can come from that place to kind of sit back and think to yourself, well, wait a minute, life's going by fairly quickly here. We're in today. We're in today's present moment. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here yet. We really don't want to be spending our time thinking about tomorrow. We really want to spend our time thinking about right now. What could we do right now to really impact our day? What can we do right now to really impact ourselves? What can we do right now to really impact somebody else? How can we contribute? How can we serve? It could just be that you smile at another person. It could just be that you take the time to say hello to another person. It could just be that you take the time to compliment another person. Or it could just be that you take the time to provide courtesy to another person. And when it comes from us naturally inside to extend to others and share to others that part of ourselves, it allows us to realize, how kind we're treating ourselves. So if we can love ourselves first and extend ourselves to others, we can sit and look at our lives and start thinking about what our own passions are, then we can tap into them. And then you've got somebody like Rich German who will help you along the way, help you along with the process. There's a number of amazing and wonderful thought spiritual leaders that we have readily available to us at our fingertips nowadays. And they are just, so many of the speakers I just adore because they do as Rich does, they walk the talk. So at Pura Vida, our purpose and our mandate is to help you really get in touch firstly with who you are. Really coming to a place of loving and accepting yourself. Because we want you to have the fullness of your life. We want you to tap into your passions. So Rich German is a gentleman who I fully and wholeheartedly support in all of his efforts. And I'm so proud and honored to offer to you, his products, his book, the opportunity to do coaching with him. He's a fabulous man, and he will really help you, expand your world, really help you tap into your passion. So why not check him out? We're at purevitalifestyle.com. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you have a fabulous day.